What's up, good people? This is Anthony Deloach, and I'm back with another crypto investing review and tutorial. And today, guys, we got to talk about this FTX thing, guys. We got to talk about FTX today, the whole scandal, the debacle, the whatever you want to call it, right? I want to tell you, man, it's crazy and it continues to develop. And since I brought this to my channel, I gotta make sure we cover the events of what's happened and all of that type of stuff. Now, you know I'm going to break it down like nobody else can break it down. So before I jump right into it, I want you guys to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I drop a new crypto investing review or tutorial. All right, guys, let's get right into this thing right now. I've been trying to record this video. It's been like 3 times, guys. Every time I go to edit the video, something new happens. It's absolutely incredible. You know what I said? No matter what, this video is going out. So we're going to get right into it right now. You guys have seen what's been going on in the news, what's been happening, some of the craziest stuff that I've ever seen, period, right? So FTX. I was a fan of FTX. I like FTX. I used to use their card. I used their card to buy a car. I thought that there was some good premise behind it, like many other people, right? Like many other people thought FTX was good. It was going to be around for the long haul. FTX had the partnership, had the arena in Miami. FTX had so much going on. Mr. Wonderful singing, FTX praises, all of this incredible stuff, right? But now we find out that all of it could have been just fugazi, right? I don't know the word to say for it, but it was just all craziness, right? So first we saw there was some rumblings about the FTX native token FTT, right? So there was some rumblings about that. At first I thought it wasn't much, right? But then after things were being uncovered, we had CZ from Binance say, hey, look, you know what? We're going to liquidate all our FTT. Now that was a real eye opener there for a lot of people, and people say, hold on, what's going on? Why are you liquidating? But then Rand comes out. I don't know if you guys know all these people, but you can find them on Twitter and all that type of stuff, right? But I want to tell you, Rand comes out and said, hey, look, get all your money out of FTX. This is financial advice, right? And then so everybody does this mass exodus of FTX, and they're saying, look, we got to get out of here. And then there's the other company, the Almata Research and all of that type of stuff. But I want to tell you guys, people started making withdrawals. They were making withdrawals from FTX. Now, primarily, this is FTX.com, the international version of FTX. And people are making withdrawals, right? And they're making withdrawals. What's happening, though, is because of everything that's going on, FTX is having a hard time handling the withdrawals. Now, there was a little bit of a back and forth between SBF and CZ, the battle of the alphabets, right? But I want to tell you, they were going back and forth a little bit. And then it comes out all of a sudden that, hey, CZ says, look, we'll acquire FTX to get them out of their liquidity crunch, right? So we'll acquire FTX. And then when he says he's going to acquire it, then he does his due diligence apparently. And after the stuff that they uncover, he's like, hey, look, I'm not buying that. I'm out. He says, homie, this ain't for me. So he gets out of it, right? And then he says, no, I'm not going to buy FTX. Now FTX, SBF comes out and says, hey, look, we're going to look for some other people to do it. But before that can happen, all types of craziness starts, right? And so it is nobody else doing this. The next day, you know what? We get news that FTX is filing bankruptcy. Now, in the meantime, they said FTX.com was the only thing that was affected. And it wasn't affecting FTX US because that was a separate company. But as soon as they filed the Chapter 11 bankruptcy, what happens is that now that includes FTX and anything associated with it pretty much. So that includes FTX US, right? And so now people had to start getting their money out. People were trying to get their money out. Luckily, I had a little bit of money over there. Little crypto that I held over there. I had to get that crypto out, right? And so I was like, look, let me get my crypto out of FTX US. Thankfully, I was able to get my crypto out. Some other people were able to get their crypto out. I know everybody wasn't. And it's just a shame that things happen like this. Because you see what's on the screen right now, right here on my screen. This is the last screen that I saw. I don't think you can even get to the website right now. But it said it was an announcement on November the 10th, 2022. Trading may be halted on FTX US in a few days. Now, this is the message they said. They said, please close down any positions that you want to close down. Withdrawals are and will remain open. This is what they said. That didn't last long, guys. That same day, withdrawals were not being processed, right? Because I had like $500 left over there. I tried to process the withdrawal. It said it was submitted, but I didn't get it, right? And this is when everything stopped, right? And it was like, we'll give updates as we have them. So nothing else is going on. Then it comes out the information. The next day, they're saying that, oh, they were hacked. And all this money was moved, right? This money was moved from wallets and all of this type of stuff was moved to, and then they said they moved everything to cold wallets so that they could prevent further damage. But in the meantime, no customers are able to get any of their funds. They're not able to get the crypto that they had in the exchange. So it's a whole misappropriation of funds, if you will, and that we see is coming out. Lack of leadership, right? I think SBF has done a total injustice to everybody who believed in his premise and came to support FTX and came for all this stuff here. I think he said he effed up is what he said on Twitter, right? He put the things that he effed up, right? But yeah, I mean, that's an understatement of the year, right? Like, I think it's the understatement of the year right now. And the latest reports, I think they're saying that they interviewed him in Bahamas. I don't know if he's being detained, but there were rumors that him and his staff, where they were trying to flee to Dubai, right? The people, the higher ups were trying to flee to Dubai, but now he's in the Bahamas and they're saying, look, they're like, you're not going anywhere. They were questioning him there, right? Just to figure out what was going on. Now, I'm just saying, guys, this is a lot right here, right? But it opens our eyes up to some things, right? First of all, guys, I want to tell you, I tell people a lot, and I've said this in my communities and my groups, exchanges are for exchanging, right? It's not a place for you to hold crypto, right? I'm not saying every exchange is bad, but when you're dealing with a centralized exchange, you're not in control of your crypto. When you have your money over there, they could freeze withdrawals. I mean, due to this, Kraken was freezing withdrawals, right? There's other things that were going on, other places that was affected, right? So many companies that were associated with FTX were affected, right? This is what was going on. You're probably saying, well, Anthony, if we don't keep our funds in centralized exchanges, what do? We got to go to decentralized wallets. We got to make sure that we're using decentralized wallets, private wallets, right? Non-custodial wallets. We're going to have to use those things to make sure that we keep our funds, to make sure it's not in the hands of some exchange that can eventually at one day just control everything, right? Here's another thing that happened, guys. Like before all of this, FTX was refusing to send money to different platforms that we're involved with, right? And they were saying, well, they didn't want to send money to those platforms when our money that we have in those platforms were safer than they are on FTX. They were safer than they were on FTX. They were saying, well, look, we don't want you to send your money over to this platform because we don't think it's going to be safe over there. Well, the truth is it was safer in the platform than it would be in FTX because FTX now has everybody's crypto in shambles. Who's to say what's going to happen now, right? They filed bankruptcy, Chapter 11, right? All of this, so they said they got hacked, 600 million or so has disappeared. Whatever is happening, it's too much. It's too much. And I know there's a lot of investigation and things that are happening right now. But I'm going to tell you guys that we have to do what we need to do to make sure we're protected on our end. So we need to be using some private wallets, right? We need to be using some of those things instead of these centralized wallets here, right? And the whole thing, because FTX was so big, it affected like the crypto space in general. We saw the huge drops in the crypto, in all the cryptos, right? We saw that happen. But guys, I believe that this shakeup is going to get a lot of the bad players out, right? The people who are not doing what they're supposed to do, not operating correctly. Hopefully this will get a lot of those bad players out, right? But I'm excited. What I am excited for, and I hate that like people lost money in this or they're losing money in this whole thing or whatever, is that we have some platforms that are helping people continue to make money. People who have money in NovaTech right now, they're still making money. We made money. We made 1.18% return on our money that same week. If you were in funds, we made 3.01% this Friday in the midst of the market crash. Even our platform, Eazy Bot, had tremendous performance through the crash, right? And you get to keep your money in your exchange there, right? So I want to tell you guys, we got some incredible things that are happening right now, and people are still earning money, and people are still making things happen. But I want to tell you that this fiasco has really opened a lot of eyes to even things that we think couldn't fail, or they are too big to fail. They actually can fail, right? And those are just things. So one thing I want to tell you, man, is leadership is important. The right leadership in place will make sure that a company can go all the way to the top and stay at the top for a long time. But the wrong leadership in place can cause a major giant to fall to its knees in a matter of moments. And that's what we've seen with FTX, right? So I believe, like I said, we're still in a good space. I'm still excited about what we have going on. I'm excited about the future and how we're moving forward because we're still going to do some great things. If you haven't taken a look at our programs, I want you to go ahead and take a look at them now. We have NovaTech, which is my flagship program. We have Funds, we have Eazy Bot. And I want to do a video breaking down my top 3 programs and why I'm excited about them. This is just one of the things that I want to do. Also, guys, I want to let you guys know that I have a new mentorship group, which is gameplan to100grand.com. If you guys want to join that, you can join that now. I'm going to be closing it down very, very soon for new members, so because I'm going to revamp it and offer some more stuff. So I want you guys to get in as soon as possible. Gameplan to100grand.com. There, if you're already on my team, then I have another thing. Just reach out to me. But if you're not on my team yet, gameplan to100grand.com. And we're going to get you acclimated and everything going for you. We've been having an incredible time. So, guys, that is my video for today. We're going to continue to rock it out. Check the description of this video because I'm going to drop some fire information in there for you, right? So you're going to have that and you can be able to get started with whatever is good for you. But I'm going to try to keep you guys informed, continue to keep you up to date on all that I know. And all the things that are going to be coming out in the very near future. All right, guys, that's our time. But you know our motto. We're going to invest wisely. We're going to invest well. We will only invest what we are willing to lose. But you know we're investing for the opportunity to win. Until the next video, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day. And I am out.